Hey, what's up guys? Alex here, coming to you from Hamilton, Ontario, which is about 60 kilometers southwest of Toronto, and I just got off the GO bus here at the corner of Main Street West and Queen Street South. Well, the stop's over there. And it's chilly outside. It's around 8 degrees Celsius, feeling like 5 degrees. And on this Monday, October 27th, 2025, and it is around 11:25 a.m. It took me a little over an hour to get here from Ranford Station with GO bus Route 40. But it's been a while since I've done a walking video here in Hamilton. Well, actually, I did visit here back in April. I went out for brunch with my cousin Andrew, who lives here in Hamilton. I did tell him that I was going to be here today, but he may or may not be in the country right now. But the main reason why I'm here in Hamilton is because I'm going to check out a brand new GO commuter train station that opened today called Confederation. And it's in a very unfamiliar spot for me in a neighborhood called Stony Creek in East Hamilton. So I thought, why don't we make a walking video here in downtown Hamilton, and then I'll make my way over to Stony Creek. And I'm going to be here for at least 2.5 hours. Oh boy, it's definitely chilly out there. Wearing the jackets, and we're slowly approaching downtown Hamilton. So this city is very well known for its grit and industrial neighborhoods. Hamilton has been shaped by an economy thanks to its prominence in manufacturing, steel, and so forth. And Hamilton is often referred to as Canada's Steel City because this city produces so much of it here. Pretty much what shapes the local economy here. Of course, Hamilton has been hit hard by those stupid tariffs imposed by the orange man down south, so workers have been suffering the most of it here. And of course, we're actually one of the largest exporters for steel and aluminum, if I'm not mistaken. So we were walking east here on Main Street. Last year, I did do a few walking videos just meandering around downtown Hamilton, but this is going to be one simple street, which will be Main. Although I'm not really as fun as Hamilton as I was before. It's still an interesting city, don't get me wrong, but Hamilton is a tough place, Unfortunately, though, lots of homeless people here, and it's a little bit of a sketchy city, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, this area probably looks like a little bit of a freaking dump, but oh well. I decided to take a risk anyway. Here's Caroline Street South. And Hamilton has a local transit system called Hamilton Street Railway, HSR. You're wondering, why is it called Hamilton Street Railway when there aren't any streetcars around? Well, that's because before this organization was formed, Hamilton itself used to have streetcars a long time ago. And they decided to just keep the name anyway because of its historical significance. Of course, Hamilton's well known for its waterfalls. It's actually known as the waterfall capital of the world, although I find that hard to believe. And look up there at the mountain. Kind of reminds us of Montreal and Montreal. Look at the beautiful fall colors looking to the south. Here's McMaster University. Well, at least another building here. I gotta ask Andrew because he used to go to McMaster and actually works there. I'm not sure if this is another campus or just like one building. McMaster is actually west of downtown. I've been there once. And also, Main Street's a one-way going east, And then King, which it runs parallel, heading west. But King Street's a little bit on the sketch side, so I find Main Street to be more interesting too because of the many high-rise buildings that are here. Here's the Hamilton Public. No, that's not the public library. That's the BMO branch. Why the hell does it look like a library? Oh, the library is that way. Okay. And then First Ontario Center, which is I think was home of a minor hockey team, if I'm not mistaken. Was it the Hamilton Bulldogs? I don't know. And there's a sign pointing towards Hamilton Center, which is a bus terminal and a train station that serves GO trains only in the peak direction. Of course, for all-day service here, you could walk to, well, it's still quite a ways, but you could walk over to West Harbor Station, which is now the former terminus of the Lakeshore West Line because Confederation Station opened, serving the residents of East Hamilton, Stony Creek, and offering more connections to get to Toronto and, of course, Niagara Falls. In fact, Hamilton is just halfway between Toronto and Niagara. It would be another hour to get there, or maybe 45 minutes if you have a car, of course. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to make the trip out here, but I did anyway because I have experience. I have taken public transit to Hamilton, I think 3 times. This is now my 4th. And there's Hamilton City Hall with its pretty bland 3D sign. Doesn't even look like a... Well, it's small anyway. And you can actually see through. And today is Game 3 of the World Series. The Blue Jays are in LA. While I was on the GO bus, Yoshi was telling me that he'll be going to the watch party at the Skydome for Game 5 on Wednesday. I mean, I'm not into baseball, so no reason for me to be down there. But what I will do is, if the Blue Jays are a win away from winning the World Series or it goes to Game 7, I'll be downtown to capture it all. So, again, this is very exciting for me. I also just saw a sign off camera that said, "Let's go Blue Jays," right above the Tim Hortons. Also, Hamilton has a large number of natural gas buses. I've filmed many HSR bus rides, and I think I'm going to be filming one today because I have to take the one main route all the way to Eastgate Square near Stony Creek. It's actually a short walk from Confederation Station, so that sets up an idea for another walking video. We have 3 squirrels in Hamilton. They're all black, of course. There's First Ontario Concert Hall. Although it doesn't even look like one, to be honest. And there's the Superior Court of Justice, Family Court. And here's an Art Deco building. I'm not sure what that's called. Well, at least the name of the building. Franz Liszt Avenue. And there's the main HSR bus terminal. I waited here a few times. Well, technically this is McNabb Street, but they just called it Franz Liszt Avenue in recognition of the composer. I'm not sure why, but it's a little bit interesting. That's a look west. I'm not sure exactly where I'll end this video off. I'll just cross anyway. There's nothing's coming. So when I was here last time in April, my dad and we met up with my cousin Andrew for brunch in the southern part of the city. I forgot the name of the place he went to. And then after that, my dad left me so I could do my own thing. I went to Lime Ridge Mall, which is a major shopping mall in Hamilton. I did a video there at the Hudson's Bay store because that was part of my my tribute video to HBC. And then I did a walking video, and then I took the bus to back down here, and then I took the Burlington Transit bus over to Mapleview Mall in nearby Burlington to finish that video off. So it was a pretty crazy journey. And also I've also taken public transit here once. Well, actually local buses. One time I got up early, very early, at around 4:15 a.m. I took the Blue Night bus, and then I took a My Way bus, Oakville Transit, Burlington Transit. I took several routes. It was a very interesting journey. As we're now at James Street, and up ahead is Jackson Square, and there's Hamilton City Center up there. That's a clock tower. There used to be a old school shopping mall, but that's been closed for a while already. And it's a mall frozen in time. I only went there once, but a lot of other urban explorers have been there, including Bright Sun Films, who's did an amazing video on that mall. Maybe at around 12, I'll hop on the 1, go to Eastgate Square. I'll check out the mall, but I also need to get some lunch. I might just get another pizza slice. But I actually last night I was looking up pizza places in the area. There's a pizza there, but I'm not gonna have that. I'll see what I can find there. I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. And then I'll have to walk back here to, and then over to the Hamilton Center terminal. I'll catch Route 1. Not sure how long the ride's gonna take, but maybe about like 25 minutes. I'll see a different side of Hamilton. So there's the GO terminal. And then there's K Street again. And then here's the Ontario Court of Justice. So today's going to be a very productive day. At least for me. There's John Street. There's another GO bus. It's all buses galore here in the Hammer. Interesting architecture. I wonder if this is the Art Deco building that I saw at the beginning. It might be. So Nova LFS, CNG. They're just basic, nothing really special at all. I did just see a D40LF, but I've already got a video of it last year. And I was told by a viewer that there's not much of them left, but I don't really give a shit because I already caught one last time. No need for me to do that. I'm here for a different reason. Yeah, Hamilton has a lot of old buildings, most of which are in derelict condition. I guess that what makes the city so grit at times. There's even more this way. And then off camera, I'm gonna walk back to the bus stop. I gotta be aware of my surroundings, of course, because Hamilton, it's like I just said, it's a little bit on the sketchier side. Not as safe as it used to be. Last time I heard, someone was killed by a fucking stray bullet. Actually, was it twice here, I think? Effort Square. I walked in that building once and I just went back out. Maybe I'll go back in there again and see if I can find some elevators to film. Now we're on Main Street East. Oh yeah, look at that. It looks like they're getting rid of this building here. Even some new condos have popped up. Coming over there. As we're now at Catherine Street South. Johnny's Cafe. I didn't know Johnny had his own cafe. Yeah, it was Effort Square. I might walk back in there and try to film the elevators, even though what I did remember is that they were modernized, but okay, I guess. Coming up is Walnut Street. I was looking at Google Maps before I got off the GO bus. And of course, it's not a walking video without sirens. Whew. Yeah, see, look at them old buildings. Mostly find them on King, although that's not really my intent to walk back there. I always come up with some crazy ideas and then I just never get to them, or I just run out of time. It's a Dollarama here. I think eventually in the next 15-20 years they're gonna have a LRT line running through here, which is not bad. Although I'm not sure if it's gonna be underground or it's like on the freaking street. I kind of want it to be underground. Is it gonna be cost effective, or is it gonna disrupt traffic like other LRT projects have? And of course, it's being undertaken by Metrolinx. I'd rather have like a bus rapid transit system running around here. It kind of is one. We also used to go into a food store, restaurant called Denninger's. I think it's around here. Where we passed, it's off King, but my dad and I used to go there. Very good selection of food. Actually, I think it is up ahead. I reckon it's the parking lot. I thought it was around here. Oh yeah, I remember this little parkette. Yeah, look, there's Denninger's. Yeah, my dad and I have been here several times. Some construction work. And there's another Timmy's. Well, I'm not feeling like it, but I don't think I'll go into Denninger's as well. I am a little bit early, but I do want to head over to Eastgate Square, check it out for a bit, and then grab lunch. I mean, I only have little time here because I need to catch the 2:04 departure from Confederation Station and get out of here. At least getting home will probably be a breeze. But I guess we'll see about that. So we're gonna end the video off at Wellington Street, right outside the Timmy's. And what looks to be another high-rise building here. Interesting. So I'm gonna end off the video before I get fucking stabbed around here, so. Oh, been a very interesting walk, to say the least. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well, and let's go Blue Jays. Hopefully they'll bounce back tonight. Hey, look, there's the access road from the mountain. That's pretty cool. All right, guys, take care. Adios. Peace out. Bye-bye.